let's hop into this, shall we? I know I've had this going. I need to throw away some trash in here. It's getting a little gross. I need like a trash can. There's a trash can. Hey, Dad prepared things, knowing this day would come. Oh, trash can. More trash for the trash god. There we go. I'm back. Oh wow, that's pale. Suddenly the yellow is gone and now there is only white. So white. I got new cover up, can you tell? It no longer gives me a semi-human glow. Now I'm just the pale side of the moon. Hello again, everybody. So yeah, more Chronicles of Elyria stuff because that is awesome. And so, sort of going back to last time, I never did update everyone on what happened with the end of the Searing Plague event. Like, I had an idea of something real cool to do with it, but I never actually got to make the costume for it, so you know what? That might just happen later. Anyways, oh gosh, just, now I'm thinking about it. Oh, do I still have that material? Hold on, is it in my bag? No, I left it somewhere, darn it. But anyways, so I just found this really pretty material and I really want to make a medieval style dress out of it. But yeah, something like that you have to have access to a serger and I don't own a serger. I have to wait until I go to sewing bees in order to borrow some other person's serger. And if you don't know what a serger is, okay, so basically, you know how in like pretty much all of your clothes you can find the seams, right? And the seams sort of have this little pattern that go along the side of it. That is basically what a serger does. It does a whole line of really complicated thread stuff that keeps the cloth from fraying. And I did my first medieval fair costume without serging any of the seams because I didn't know what serging was, I didn't know how to do it, I didn't know I was supposed to do it, and now it is fraying and coming apart beyond all reason, and I really need to make a new medieval fair dress. Anyways, I just want pretty medieval clothing, that's all I want. For those of you who are not involved in Chronicles of Elyria and have no idea what I'm talking about, the Searing Plague event was sort of a browser event where we had to fight back plague and like sort of invent a cure by pumping points into the cure bar, and we got, I think, almost 80% of the way towards the cure, but we didn't get 100%, and that is disappointing. What matters most though is that plague did get to 75%. We started beating it at the end there. I was so pleased. So pleased. Because whenever plague happened, that was just so bad. It was just so bad. Ugh. A lot of people were like really disappointed that a lot of the cure milestones didn't have much of an actual effect on the cure versus plague bars themselves. Like pretty much like half of the milestones involved cure gets 5% or plague gets knocked back 5%. But people were wanting more of the, oh, you get double purity points whenever you click that button. And people were like, we got that once. Why couldn't we get it again? Why couldn't we get more purity? We're going to die. It was never meant to be easy. Let's be honest. But we did get a whole lot of interesting good stuff for our characters, for those of us who are active in the event. Especially including inoculation technology. Vaccines are important, y'all. I hate needles, but vaccines are important. Oh my goodness. Just saying, my mom was an anti-vaxxer, and I didn't have my proper vaccinations from when I was 9 on or so, and that was a problem. That was a big problem. But I didn't complain because I have a fear of needles. And so when I got away from her and I got back into my father's custody, he was like, "You are going to have those inoculations." And I was like, "No, please don't do this to me." And I just had to go in. And I remember the first session that we went in for inoculations, I got 4 shots in one day, 2 on each arm, and I nearly passed out. Like, I'm fine. I am completely fine. Gets up, walks a few steps into the hallway, has to sit down and put her head between her legs because, oh no, my vision's going black. Anxiety and phobias are wonderful things, guys. But yeah, back on topic. Inoculation. Good technology. Good technology. We don't get plague lands. We don't get plague biome. Also good thing. Another good thing was that I managed to help my friend get her free account. So we cured her before the event ended, which was fantastic and makes me very happy and proud. Another one of you guys, Leafbinder, said that you got into the event 4 days before it ended and managed to get cured in 4 days. I'm slightly jealous. Like, a whole lot of people in my servers were complaining about like the influx of new people coming in, the new plagued, who were like, "Please cure me," but I am so jealous. It's probably because you had a whole group of people actually helping you out, while I was the only person working on curing my friend, like literally the only person, and it was the entire length of the event that we were working to get her cured. Literally the entire length of the event. But bravo! Congratulations, Leafbinder, that's fantastic. So the next big event thing happening after that is, or was technically, the map voting. Map voting happened. Very exciting stuff. Mostly I wasn't on the servers too much during that time because I was focused on doing other things, like job hunting. I'm on the Angelica server. That's right, NA West. Angelica? Halfway certain. Anyways, I voted for map I, which apparently was a controversial decision because I only recently checked the memes in the official Discord, and there were just so many memes about how there was like some sort of Dark Knight guy who was like, "Don't vote for I, vote for H! H is the best map!" And I'm just like, have you seen the size of the Broodveer territory? I'm playing Broodveer. I want lots of Broodveer land. It makes me happy. Like, H was interesting because it had sort of a little lake in the middle of everything, and that was interesting. But Broodveer, obviously, I'm going to vote for the map with the most Broodveer territory, and apparently a lot of people were thinking the same thing. Like, I didn't even pay attention to the rest of the map. That was literally my only criteria. And I'm just so amused by how basically the Broodveer and the Frothy get their own island in the Oceanus server. It's just like, they get their own island, the Peak get their own island. You guys don't need to interact. And the Nearins are everywhere. It's just, there's so many Nearins. There's only one place where the Broodveer live, but no, there's Nearins everywhere. That's what you gate. That's what you gate? That's what... What accent is that? That's what you gate. That's what you get for being the default sort of human archetype character. No, I want to be a wolf person that only eats meat and has canines? I can't talk today, apparently. We still don't know where all of the kingdoms are going to be. Because domain and settlement selections are coming up. It's not happening now, it's coming up. I don't expect that Ashland is going to go for the Broodveer territory. I expect that's going to be someone else. Because a lot of what I've read on basically what the duchies and everything want in Ashland is sort of more Nearin territory, grasslands, vales, hillsides, rolling plains. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm gonna spend a couple years up in the taiga and then come down and join you later, right? Okay, fine, bye! I'll see you in a bit! Like, I want to be in Ashland, but if I'm a broodveer, I kind of have to start in the taiga. Let's be real about this. You can expect so much interbreeding when all of the broodveer just start to disseminate into their chosen kingdoms. The Kapik are right to fear invasion. I haven't really checked out the maps for Saloon or Luna. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Celine chose B? What are the good points of B? They have a small taiga, and I do not appreciate that on principle. But I remember seeing some memes about B. They don't register in my head right now because I wasn't paying attention. I was just like, B? Who cares about B? It doesn't have a taiga. But this is probably what they were talking about. Oh, and you can make it big, but you can't make it visible. Alright, so Kapik and Broodveer territory are about the same. There's lots of Hrothy territory. Mirrans everywhere, of course. I don't know. I'd have to see the comparison to the ones that were available to them otherwise. But maybe they wanted this one for Genoa? Or Toresk? Because there's a good amount of Toresk territory. Good amount of Genoa territory. What about Luna? What did Luna choose? Go away, B. N. They chose N? What does N do? Again, with the tiny taiga. It's like these people don't appreciate the broodveer or something. What is this? I want to be a wolf. Oh yeah, lots of Hrothy territory. Lots of good Hrothy territory. Lots of Kapik land. Is this where all the Kapiks are from? Oh, I see. It's weird. It's weird. More Dross than the other one. Oh, there's 3 Toresk territories. I don't think I saw 3 Toresk territories on Saloons or Salines or whatever they are. But yeah, okay. So maybe this server is more prone towards Kapiks and Toresk. I like the Toresk actually. Just the idea of diplomatic orcs is interesting to me. But I don't remember seeing any memes about N, so apparently it wasn't contested. But yeah, that was the big to-do recently. Maybe I'll check in again once domain selection has happened and see where exactly my kingdom is going to lie and how long it's going to take for my character to travel across the land to get there. Thankfully, I've got an otter bear amount. Why can't I English today? This is a problem. Thankfully, I've got an otter bear mount. One that I didn't have to buy, which is a good thing. How did I get it, you may ask? There was a writing contest that was happening a good while ago. Let's see if I can find that actually. It was a headstone story contest. And basically, someone had bought extra headstones, like gravestones, and they wanted creative writing from people, and they would judge who wrote the best story based on different categories of whatever, and first, second, and third place winners got things. So first place was 2 headstones and a war trison. War trisons. It's like a triceratops and a bison had a child, and it was amazing. Second place got a headstone, a war trison, and a starter pet, which I think is honestly the better of the 2 things, because one person gets 2 blocks of granite, the other person gets a block of granite and a baby. Like a little baby you can love. And that's a thing. And then third place got $40 worth of prizes unknown. So, whatever. And basically they opened up an honorable mentions category because, I think what happened was there were people who were, in the judging of it who disagreed on which stories should get, placed in the first 3 brackets. And were well, I still like this story, so they deserve something. and my story got an honorable mention, along with a couple others. So that was fun. And so, because I got an honorable mention, I got an otter bear mount, which honestly might be better than a war tricyn, specifically because there's a guy in the Vale of Vainglory who styles himself the god of otter bears and wants desperately to run an otter bear sort of breeding center. He just wants to breed and sell otter bears, and that's all he really wants to do as far as I can tell. And I'm just like, fantastic. I have breeding stock right here. So that might go well. It might not. We'll see. And having an otter bear mount would make it convenient to travel long distances across the land. If you want to read the short story that I wrote for the contest, I wish I could put it in the description, but I think it's a little too long for that. So I'll just put a link in the description for the contest page itself, and it should be pretty easy to find which one is mine. My username is the same on both the forums and this channel, so there you go. Anyways, I was just skimming over it and my eyes caught onto Thognorlun, and I was just like, damn, I really did that. Because Thognorlun, Hillbuster, aka Thog, is one of my D&D NPCs who got kidnapped by my player characters in one of the campaigns I DM, and I was like, yeah, I certainly put him in there. That's a thing. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got to say for now, and so I'll be catching you guys in the next one, so bye bye!